way down south in Birmingham, I mean south in Alabama, there's a place where people go to dance the night away. They all drive and walk for miles to get blues, that sudden style so blue that makes you wanna dance the night away. It's a junction where the town folk meet. At each function, in their best they'll greet you. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba, 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 ooh-ah, ooh-ah, ooh-ah.
Way down south in Birmingham, I mean south. In Alabama, there's a place where people go to dance the night away. They all drive and walk for miles to hear blues, that southern style, them blues, that makes you wanna dance the night away. It's a junction where the town folk meet. At each function, in the best they'll greet you. Beat-a, 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 ba-dum, beat-a, ba-da-da, da-da-da, beat-a, ba-dee-ba-doo-da, ba-dum, beat-a-da, beat-a, ba-da-da, dee-ba-ba-dee-doo-da, ba-dum, beat-a, doo-ba-da, ba-da-da-da, beat, ba-dum, da-doo-da-da.
South in Birmingham, I mean south in Alabama's an old place where people go to dance the night away. They all drive and walk for miles to hear blues, that southern style so blue that makes you wanna dance the night away. It's a junction where the town folk meet. each function. In their best, they'll greet you. Ba-ba-da-ba-doo-ba. 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 Doo-wah-ooh-wah-ooh-wah. Tuxedo Junction's where I wanna be.
All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Jazz Nights with me and my friends. And tonight we are doing a very, very special program. It is a tribute to the the group jazz, vocal group jazz tradition. All right, so I mean, this is kind of self-explanatory because you have a trio of wonderful vocalists right here who just sang for you a super classic tune called Tuxedo Junction, which actually came about during the swing era in the 1930s. A lot of you guys who might be swing dancers out there would find this very, very familiar. And actually, this version that we just did is inspired by, is it Manhattan Transfer?
Yeah, it was
Manhattan
Manhattan Transfer, that's correct.
Yeah, so before we talk a bit more, and I think the three of you guys are super excited to share more about this genre, I'd like to introduce our band for tonight. Playing the drums in the corner there, not to be forgotten, is Raf Soundwalker, who has been playing for the past 5 episodes of this series, actually. So yeah, Raf, my man. Okay, and then on the front line lineup, we have Chua Kim Beng, who's on tenor. And then we've got Chua Hui Lian on
We're not related.
Yeah, no
alto.
relation whatsoever.
And then, of course, we have Kah Keh on bass. Maybe the three of you want to just share a bit about how you guys got together, how long you've been singing.
Oh, that's kind of interesting because we got together about 2 months ago, but we actually have known each other for like
Okay, don't say it.
a long time.
Yes.
A long time. And we did sing in a group at one stage together. Yeah. And although we say the lead, the alto, and the bass, we will notice that the sound actually, we're going to be all over the place doing different things later on this evening. And we do have a name. The group has a name. And it sounds like a Korean boy band. And we call ourselves TAB, T-A-B.
T-A-B, and that means tenor, alto, and bass.
And bass.
But
yeah.
Well,
we learned about inversions.
oh yeah, it could be BTA, could be ATB, and could be T, whatever.
Yeah, B-A-T.
BAT.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, and this is the very first outing as a trio in this particular configuration, and a lot of the tunes that we're doing tonight have been specially arranged for this, particular group. So we hope you really enjoy all our arrangements tonight. Without further ado, we're going to present our next song on the list, and this one is a Portuguese tune, and we hope you like it. We'll tell you a bit more after that.
Dee-da-doo-da, ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-doo-da, ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-doo-da, dum-da-dum-da. Your love is rain, my heart a flower. I need your kiss or I will die. My very life is in your power. Will I wither and fade, or will I bloom to the sky? Agua, Jive, Agua, Jive, Jive, Agua, Jive, Agua, Jive, Jive, ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-doo-da, ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-doo-da, da-da-da-da. The rain can fall on distant desert. The rain can fall upon the sea. The rain can fall upon the flower. Since the rain has to fall, let it fall on me. Agua de beber, água de beber, camarada. Água de beber, água de beber, camarada. Di-dam-da, ba-din-din-dee-da, di-dam-da, ba-din-din-dee-da, di-da-doo-da, da-da-da-da. Ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-doo-da, ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-doo-da, dam-da-dam-da.
Eu nunca fiz coisa de certa. Entrei pra escola do perdão. A minha casa vive aberta. Abre todas as portas do coração.
Água de beber, água de beber, camarada. Água de beber, água de beber, camarada. Tira-da, ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-da-da, ba-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-da-da, dam-da-dam-da. Dee-da-da-da, bap-din-din-dee-da-dee-da-da-da, bap-dee-da-din-dee-da-dee-da-da-da, dam-da, dam-da.
Okay, so that was Agua de Beber in Portuguese. And in English, it means water to drink. So this is a super popular bossa nova standard, jazz standard, that came from Brazil. This was one of the pieces that we chose to sort of reflect maybe the culture of the Brazilian vocal jazz groups, which is a very strong one. And there's so much to explore in that subgenre, and we will not really get too much into it. But this is a special arrangement that you guys did on your own, I believe. Not inspired by a particular group, but Hui Lian is the mastermind behind all of it, right?
Oh, don't blame me, please. Don't blame me.
Yeah, so we hope you like that one. So the next one that we're going to do for you. Okay, and actually before we introduce the next song, I just want to introduce also a very important person without whom this series wouldn't be possible, and he is Chris Chua from Eden Resources, who is our sponsor for tonight and the past 4 shows and the next one that's coming up. I know you're watching us out there tonight, so thank you very much, Chris, for your support and for keeping live music alive in Singapore during this time, and we're all very grateful for this. Okay. Now, Kah Keh is going to talk a bit about the next song.
Thanks, Amanda. Okay, if you notice, a lot of the vocal groups that we're very familiar with for people who are aficionados is Manhattan Transfer, and this other group, if you go back a little bit, and this next song actually came from them, and it's also a trio, although we don't sound anything like them or we're anything close to who they are, because they are legends. And this particular group is known as Lambert Hendricks and Ross. And it's funny that we're doing this particular song in these times because this song is about moaning. And moaning about what, right? And we've been in this thing for the past 2 years, and we do find ourselves moaning because of all the trouble there is. And we're so tired, and I'm being alone, and so on. So this song actually moans about that stuff. So I thought it would be quite apt that we, pay tribute's the wrong word for this, but we're paying tribute to Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross with this song, and there'll be another song this evening from that fold as well. So I hope you enjoy this. Every morning finds me moaning 'cause of all the trouble I see. Lives are losing gamble to me. Cares and woes have got me moaning. Every evening finds me moaning. I'm alone and crying the blues. I'm so tired of paying my dues. Everybody knows I'm moaning. Lord, I spend many days and nights alone with my grief, alone with my grief. And I pray, really truly pray, somebody will come to give me relief. Every morning finds me moaning. Yes, Lord. 'Cause of all the trouble I see. Yes, Lord. Lives are losing gamble to me. Yes, Lord. Cares and woes have got me moaning. People better. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da ba den den do do de 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 da 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 de ba 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 bam ba dem do do di da den do do de ba da da di 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 ba ba de de da da e ba da 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 do da do de ba 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 be ba be oh be ba be da de de da 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 do de do 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 de 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 da ba be ba 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 be be Every morning finds me moaning 'cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Cares and woes have got me moaning. Every evening finds me moaning.
Yes, Lord.
I'm alone and crying the blues.
Yes, Lord.
I'm so tired of paying my dues.
Yes, Lord.
Everybody knows I'm moaning. Lord, I spend many days and nights alone in my grave. And I pray, really truly pray, somebody will come to give me relief. Everybody knows I'm moaning 'cause of all the trouble I see. Life's a losing gamble to me. Cares and woes have got me moaning. I'm a Ladies and gentlemen, Amanda Lee.
Amanda.
what was that?
Awesome.
That's jazz. All right. So we really hope you enjoyed that one. We didn't plan quite a bit of that. So thanks everybody for playing along. The next song that we have for you is very familiar. It's going to be very familiar to all you, swing music enthusiasts and Lindy hoppers out there, because it's going to be one of the top count bassy tunes that you would definitely have heard on the dance floor. So if you are, if Jesslyn, if you're still there, and if Ernest, you're still there, I'm sure you guys will love this one. It's called Until I Met You, and it's also called Corner Pocket. So there are two names for it. We'll tell you a bit more after we sing this, but we hope you enjoy it. I'm sure you will.
To be so fancy free, but really lonesome as can be. Then one lucky day you came my way. I never knew what love was all about until I met you. I knew it right from the start. I used to think I'd never be a girl who'd ever care for me. Then what do you know? You made it so. I never knew what love was all about until I met you. Once we start, then we'll never part. In my blue life, no one at all would even care if I cried. I'm hurting inside in my new life. I'm walking tall, I get a feeling of pride blowing inside. Lover, you're the reason why this lonely boy is riding high. And who do you see? Lucky as me. I never knew what love was all about until I met you. It's cherry pink and apple blossom white. That's right, pink and white. I'll be telling you right. Who'd ever believe the guy that hustle pool was such a romantic? He really was frantic. She tried to pursue me. Let me tell you now without a doubt that rustic Romeo pursued me. I'm telling you, he showed me such emotions that I finally took the notion to. And when you took the notion, did you imagine his emotion? There was sad to go for cooling. Did you think he might be jiving and only fooling? Or that you were crazy as real? Did you know for what came? Or was love in the game? It is the answer, then we'll never be the same. I'm sure you know that that's so. When I dropped my heart now and bent it, said a few sincere words, never dreaming that I meant it. To tell you all the truth, I never ever really meant to begin it. How can you explain true love? Oh, how can I disdain true love? Love is real exciting. It's so exciting that when it turned me around, I didn't feel like fighting. It wouldn't have caught me, except when I saw you, I was surer than sure this really couldn't be. But what do you know? It really was so. I'm ready to settle right down, no more running around. And that's the truth, real, not putting on no act. It's really a fact, really this ain't no time for jiving. Cause what I'm telling you really comes right from this heart of mine. And let me tell you, a lot of sacrifice and laid on the line. This thing people call love, something nobody has too much of. This game all misunderstand. love's what I'm in. Unloose Cupid's bow and let it begin. That's it, let that madness start. There goes my heart. It's got me stumbling, it's got me mumbling. I'm like a ship without a rudder, a car without wheels. Unless you feel it, I can't reveal it. You gotta have it happen to ya to know how it feels. One thing sure, love's what got me. I'm as certain can be. I'm yours till eternity. From the day that we met, when you showed on the set, I remember it yet. I was knocked out. I took one look at you, and what else could I do? Love walked in, and I knew there was no doubt. No doubt. I love him. Yes, I sure do. Yes, I love him. Yes, you know it. I know that you knew from the start. Now we two become one, and we'll make it together. I never really knew what love was all about until I met you. I never really knew what love was all about until I met you. Good shot.
So that was Corner Pocket, or also known as Until I Met You. And while the trio catch their breath, I'm going to talk a bit about what you just heard. So that was a whole song of lyrics, basically. There were no solos, and this is one of the most popular examples of vocalese where lyrics were actually added to not just the melody of the song, but also to the instrumental solos of the song. So this particular recording was from the Count Basie April in Paris 1955 album. This particular recording of Corner Pocket got lyrics added on to them for the entire track. Okay, so including all the instrumental solos, and that's the end result of that. All right. The Manhattan Transfer version is one of the most popular and famous versions, and our version is basically kind of inspired by theirs. Yeah. Okay.
Wow, that was a breathful or a mouthful, depending on both. And continuing with the mouthful. This particular next song, again, is a vocalese, and is actually taken from the saxophone solo of Wardell Gray, and he actually wrote this. And when I looked at the title, it's basically talking about delusion and mad people. So that's what this song is about. It's about whether I've gone to see a shrink, and I believe I am in a certain way. And these words were written by the great Annie Ross, who put words to this amazing solo. You know, when you hear the solo, you wonder how she actually found words to fit that solo. But here it is, and I hope you like it. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, the way he described it. He said I'll be better dead than alive. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along he was all wrong, and I knew that he thought I was crazy, but I'm not. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head. He said any treatment, but I'm not that easily led. He said I was the type that was most inclined to stay out of sight, but he out of his sight. Had he thought I was nuts, No more rims or ends or buts, oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
They say as a child I appeared a little bit wild with all my crazy ideas. But I knew what was happening, I knew I was a genius.
If you say
What's so strange if you know that you're a wizard at 3? I know that this was meant to be.
If you say so.
Well, I heard little children were supposed to sleep tight. That's why I drank a fifth of vodka one night. My parents got frantic, didn't know what to do. I saw some crazy things before I came to. Now, do you think I was crazy? I might have been only 3, but I was swinging. They all laughed at Abraham Bell. They all laughed at Edison, but also at Einstein. So why should I be sorry if they just couldn't understand the reasoning and the logic that went on in my head? I had a brain, it was insane, so they used to laugh at me when I refused to ride on all those double-decker buses, all because there was no driver on the top. My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, the way he described it. He said I'll be better dead than alive. I didn't listen to his jive. I knew all along he was all wrong, and I knew that he thought I was crazy, but I'm not. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh no.
My analyst told me that I was right out of my head, but I said, dear doctor, I think that it's you instead, because I've got a thing that's unique and new to prove that I'll have the last laugh on you. Cause instead of one head, I've got 2 or 3. And you know 2 heads are better than 1.
All right, and that was a Kah Keh
Mouthful.
feature on the song Twisted,
Ladies
which
and gentlemen,
is
Ralph on drums, Amanda.
yeah.
on piano.
Yeah, Raf Soundwalker. Where's your international fan club? Jonathan, if you're out there, we miss hearing from you and the fan club. Yeah, but it's a running joke because Raf has this like loyal following that comes on the show every time. So that was Twisted, and also a vocalese written by the great Annie Ross, who actually was the last surviving member of the Lambert, Hendricks, and Ross, the LHR trio, and she actually just passed away last year. Yeah. Oh, great. So, without further ado, we are going to carry on because you have so much good music to present to you, and
I hope you're
we're
enjoying
almost
yourselves.
running out of time. Yes, we hope you are all enjoying yourselves. Thank you to everybody who's spending your Thursday night with us, and also a big shout out to the production crew, Norman and Jason. And your friend, I don't know where he went to, but yeah. All right, Wade in the Water is our next tune, and this is actually coming from a really long tradition of African American spirituals that happened in the 18th, 19th century. It's part of the African American folk song tradition, but of course this comes from their experiences of being held in bondage and slavery. So we're kind of doing like a modern version of this, but if you listen to the lyrics, you'll be able to see some of the sort of influences and the spiritual element to it. Right, without further ado, we present to you Wade in the Water.
Wade, wade, wade in the water. Wade, wade, wade in the water. Wade, wade, wade in the water. Gods are gonna trouble the water. It's my song. Beat ba-dum dum be-dum dee-dee. Ba-dum be-da-dum dee-bum dee-da-bum dee-bum dee-dum be-da-dum be-da-ba-dum ba-dum dee-dum. Who's that young girl dressed in red? Wade in the water. Must be the children that Moses led. Gods are gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Gods are gonna trouble the water. Who's that young girl dressed in white? Wade in the water. Must be the children of the Israelites. Gods are gonna trouble the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Gods are gonna trouble the water. Be-dum-dee, ba-dum-dee-dee, ba-da-dee-da, ba-da-dee-dee, ba-ba-dum-dee, ba-dum-dee-dee, ba-da-dum-dee, ba-da-dum-dum, ba-da-dum-dee, 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 the water. Wade in the water. Wade in the water, children. Wade in the water. Gods are gonna trouble the water. Gods are gonna trouble the water. Gods are gonna trouble the water.
Spiritual sounds sleazy.
Yeah, so that was Wade in the Water featuring Hui Lian.
That's kind of my song, yeah.
Yes, and in fact, okay, so I'm gonna let Hui Lian share a bit more about this song because I know there is something special about this song to her because from the moment we, coming up with a set list, she was very intent on singing this one. So I'm sure there is a reason why she picked it. So we'll let her talk about it later. But before we go there, just want to thank everybody, all of you who are still watching and spending your Thursday night with us. And if you do enjoy this, program and this stream, do like the video, love it, and also share it on your with your social networks, and that will be, super awesome for us because then more people can get to hear the music that we're doing tonight. So yeah, do share it with the world on your Facebook, and also if you're watching on YouTube, just share the YouTube link, and that will mean a lot to us. So,
Okay, so let me
Back
just
to
tell you a little bit
Lian.
about that song. I mean, it's a spiritual, and when we were thinking of songs to do, we were kind of looking at different types and different genres, and we thought, okay, spiritual or blues, and we really wanted to do a kind of bluesy number. And then my husband Stephen, I don't know if he's watching. I'm not sure if he was able to make the phone work and the Facebook and everything. So love you, Steve, if you're watching. But that song was for you. It was supposed to be blues, but then it kind of came out sleazy. But that's kind of the song that I like to sing. So thank you. That was a really good feel to it.
credit goes to none other than the drummer.
Oh yes, he makes it all work.
Awesome. Yeah, I think that was a great, selection. So also allowed me to learn more about the roots of this tradition. Next, we actually have two more songs. So bear with us. We might overshoot a bit over 10 p.m. But we would love to present to you the last two songs that we have worked very hard for you to present to you. And the next one is special because Raf and I are going to just watch and enjoy. I'm going to stay here. You can stay wherever you want. Okay, so I'll pass it to the trio.
Yeah, it's, having a vocal group and not doing a cappella.
It's sacrilege.
But it's a challenge with three people.
It's a challenge with three people, but we're up to it. Let's see if you like it. We won't tell you what it is, but you will know when you hear it.
I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Ooh, slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut a rug till I'm snug in a jug. A slice of onion and a raw one. Draw one. Waiter, waiter, percolator, I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. coffee and tea, and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boston beans, soybeans, green beans, cabbage and greens. I'm not keen about a bean unless it is a chili bean. Boy, I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and he loves me. Coffee and tea and the Jive and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. I love Java, sweet and hot. Whoops, Mr. Moto, I'm a coffee pot. Shoot me the pot and I'll pour me a shot. A cup, a cup, a cup.
Ooh, slip me a slug from that wonderful mug, and I'll cut her up till I'm snug in a jug.
Drop a nickel in the pot, Joe, taking it slow. Waiter, waiter, percolator. I love coffee, I love tea, I love the Java Jive and it loves me. Coffee and tea and the Java and me. A cup, a cup, a cup, a cup. Boy.
Oh, that was so nice. I wish you guys could be in the studio listening to this live. It gives me some goosebumps, actually. So that was Java Jive, an a cappella version, brought to you by the TAB, Vocal Jazz Trio. First outing today on the 7th October. Remember this date. They are going to...
By 40.
Yeah, they're going to come back again, definitely. You'll definitely see them again. All right, so... we have come to the last song for tonight, but before that, I would like to introduce the band again. We have Raf Soundwalker on drums. Can you see him? Yeah, the awesome Raf Soundwalker. He will be here in 2 weeks' time again, playing for the last session for this series that I'm doing. Yeah, Raf, thank you. You rock. And we have Chua Kim Beng on a tenor. I almost said alto. Tenor.
Soprano.
Yeah, tenor soprano.
Chua Hui Lian on alto.
Alto bass.
Alto bass. And we have Kah Keh on
Bass and sometimes tenor and soprano. I don't know which. We're very confused.
Yeah, you guys are amazing, extremely versatile singers, as you can see. All right, and I just want to say a big thank you again to Chris Chua and Eden Resources for having us and for sponsoring this entire series and keeping live music alive in Singapore. Yes. And big shout out again to Norman and Jason for making us sound good and look good. Thank you. We're gonna play the last song. It's called How High the Moon. And if you haven't heard it, you might want to learn. You might want to know this one because it's a super classic jazz standard that was actually popularized by the great Ella Fitzgerald. And this is our version of it. Yeah, we came out with this pretty interesting version, right? So we hope you enjoy this one. Again, if you enjoyed the performance in the set, do share the video, and we'll hope to see you again.
Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above where love is far away too, till it comes true. Somewhere there's music, how faint the tune. Somewhere there's heaven, how high the moon. There is no moon above, and love is far away too. Till it comes true that you love me as I love you. Somewhere there's music, how near, how far. Somewhere there's heaven, it's where you are. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will be still, my heart, how high the moon. Ooh, beauty, shoo-doo-ba-dee-be-da-ba-doo-be-doo-dee. Ooh, beauty, shoo-doo-ba-dee-be-da-ba-doo-be-dee-da. Hey, you dub-dub-dub-ba-do-ba-dee. Shoo-ba-doo-ba-dee-be-doo-ba-dee. Dee-da-ba-da-dee-da. Da-ba-da-doo-dee-da. Ba-da-ba-da-da-da-da-da. Dub-dub-dub-be-doo-da-da-be-doo-be-da. Shoo-be-doo-be-doo-be-dee-dee-be-doo-be-dee-da. Though the words may be wrong to this song, I'm asking you how high, 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 high is the moon? That's the name of this song, and that's how high the moon. That's the name of this song. We got them words, them warmth and bright. Shut up, da 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 ba 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 ba. Skada da 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 ba da ba 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 ba. Ba 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 da do. Ba 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 ba. Zara ba ba ba. Da 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 ba ba. Now it's time to turn the skate to Hui Lian's. We'll do it now. We oh, ba 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 ba, da 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 ba do da 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 ba da da ba da 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 ba ba da 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 ba da da ba dum di ba ba da ba da 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 ba do di da ba da ba ba. Ba-dum di ba-da ba-ba-da-ba-dum da-da. How near, how far. Somewhere there's heaven, it's where you are. The darkest night would shine if you would come to me soon. Until you will be still, my heart. How high the moon.
Amanda Lee, ladies and gentlemen. Raf on drums. And the three of us, B-A-T-T-A-B,
ATB.
A-T-B, B-A-T-T-A-B,
next
whatever.
K-pop group
We wish.
to come out
we
of
wish.
Singapore.
Sorry.
All right.
Yeah.
So thank you very much
Thank
to
you,
everybody who
everyone.
has
Thank
joined
you.
us, presenting to you TAB's first, but definitely not the last performance as a
Thank
jazz
you
vocal
so
trio.
much.
Thank you so
We will
much.
see you
Thank you.
again in 2 weeks' time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.